Hey, I'm at the beach. It's kind of empty since the kids are back in school. I got a couple of guys fishing in front of me. They're trying to catch some dinner, I guess. Don't seem to be having any luck. So it's been a vulnerable week for me. Vulnerability is a tough one. That's that bottom layer. It's right below fear and defensiveness. And, you know, when we were younger, we were just vulnerable. Children are vulnerable, and we don't have the emotional intelligence to protect our emotional vulnerability. So our subconscious and our bodies store that up and react whenever somebody gets close to the places that we weren't able to defend ourselves or protect ourselves when we were younger. And there's a lot of pain and a lot of fear in that level, that layer. And below that layer, the vulnerability, that's where all the sunshine of life is. But it's the place we seem to fear the most. And as people get close and we react, there's a pattern that we have. And I know my pattern, I know how I react, and I don't like it because it takes away my freedom. And the only way I know how to access that vulnerability with another person is I have to access it myself. I have to go back to those vulnerable scenes of when I was a child, and I do it as an adult. And I feel the pain and the panic and the fear and the terror, and I allow it to come up, and I allow my body to feel it and process it, and it teaches my brain that it's really not happening in this moment, that it happened a long time ago, and I'm a lot stronger now, and I can handle it. It takes time to uncover all of that vulnerability that we protect. The reactions we have are like chains on us, and they take away our freedom, our spontaneity, and the pathway to joy. The only way to get below this defensive layer is to learn what your defenses are, to learn what your pain is, to feel it, to live it, to experience it, and to own it. And that is being vulnerable with yourself. Once you're able to be vulnerable with your fears, you're able to be vulnerable with somebody else. If you don't have a handle on those defenses and that vulnerability, if you're vulnerable with somebody else, you are basically giving them the tools to dismantle you emotionally. And most people will do that because when you hit their vulnerable part, their defenses are going to kick in, and they're going to react on a primal level of how they reacted when they were younger. We have to bring this level to our consciousness. We have to embrace it. We have to feel it and own it, so that we can be vulnerable with ourselves, because we're not going to have the life we want if we're not allowing ourselves to be vulnerable with us and then with another human. It's very, very scary to tell somebody, this is my weaknesses, this is where I'm defenseless, I am giving this all to you for emotional growth and emotional intimacy and closeness. Is there anything more scary than that? You own it. You will be able to convey it to somebody. It's up to them to do with it what they want. If they turn it on you, it's only them reacting to their own fears. And if you're strong enough and they do try to turn it on you, it won't affect you. And that's what I need to learn how to do better, is to be vulnerable with myself so that I can be vulnerable with somebody else. I just got bit by a bug. All right, I guess that's it. The bug kind of just took me off my train of thought. What were we talking about, pizza in the city? I don't remember. All right, anyway, hope you have a great day. Take care, bye.